Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My dear parents, students, teachers, I'm Walid Mushtaq, Chief Executive of Metropolitan Education, Pakistan. First of all, my heartfelt condolences to the lives, precious lives lost around the world and in Pakistan. I hope and pray your safety and well-being is the most important element right now as we move on in our lives in self-quarantine. Educational institutions, schools, colleges, universities around the world, including Pakistan, have been shut down ever since the 12th of March. And we hope and pray, that we all are able to come out of this catastrophe and calamity with our utmost willpower and commitment and resilience, and which we as a nation, we as Pakistanis, have always symbolized resilience and commitment in difficult times. And I hope and pray each one of my student, each one of my teacher, each one of you, your lives and your engagement and your commitment to the cause of education is very, very important. But please, nothing is more important than your safety. Okay, so the purpose of this message is to reach out to those thousands of students, in fact, millions of students of our institution, of Roots International Schools and Colleges, Metropolitan International United Colleges, of other institutions around in Pakistan, who are perhaps somehow in two minds, who are somehow perhaps overwhelmed with the decision of Cambridge International examinations for a post the pandemic period. We know that since 12th of March, everything is under a lockdown mode in the country, and henceforth the international body's examination decision has also, there have been 5 announcements. The 5th announcement, which came last week by University of Cambridge International Examinations, actually specifies and narrates and clarifies a lot of previous assertions which was going around. And to tell you the truth, if I were a student, I would have been thinking the same way. But let me tell you, my dear students, that the credibility and the authenticity of University of Cambridge over the last 150 years, with the scale of their operations in over 150 countries around the world, I think the process which has been outlined is very equitable, is very transparent, and relays more authenticity and validates any concern, any assertion, any rumor mill which was going around that perhaps the grades will be overlooked or they'll be subsided, or perhaps for students to withdraw and run into panic. There's nothing of that sort which you need to adapt. Let me tell you, let me define the processes which we as an institution are adapting. So on the basis of your marks, on your quizzes, on your assignments, on your RAs, on your online virtual learning tools of evaluation, of assessments, we have, ever since we have been, let me tell you, we've been much ahead of countries in the region, countries in Northern America and Europe, to extend virtual engagement with all of you. Over 12,000 children in our schools all over the country. I mean, over 3,000 teachers have been virtually connected to relay. Not even a single hour of your work and time has been lost. So I would like to totally mitigate the assertion for those academies and those tutors who are perhaps misguiding you all students. Be steadfast, be connected to your institutions, be connected to your principals, academic coordinators. We have outlined a very comprehensive and a robust methodology of your predicted grades framework. And I would like to put all my institutions' weight behind the Cambridge decision because of the global pandemic. And let me tell you, so on the basis of your profiling, on the basis of your the virtual online assessments, the quizzes, the support material, the teachers' guidelines, the test series, the reports, which will be published and archived at our campuses, our schools, they will be further validated by our department, DQCA Department of Quality, Curriculum and Assessments, where our DIQ department qualification specialists will be sitting and validating each one of the students out of the thousands of you who are appearing in Cambridge International Examinations. And of course, now your evaluations will be done on the predicted grades framework. So let me tell you, dear students, that you ought not to be confused. You have to be just remain connected with us as an institution, and we are there fully behind you and to support your assertion. So, and let's give ourselves the time and space to reflect and stay focused. I mean, as long as you continue to do your all virtual learning assignments, assessments, evaluations, attending your lecture series, marking your attendances, and notifying the school administration, principals, coordinators. I mean, let me tell you that this will be a very transparent process and a mechanism to award grades on a predicted grades framework. So I hope and pray that each one of us is able to sustain and survive the impact of the global pandemic, and we are able to come out stronger by our commitment, our resilience, and our belief in Allah Almighty. Thank you all, and I wish you all the best.